Mash extends a polite "you're welcome" to the leader, who acknowledges him as the first-year student with the gold coin. Confirming his identity, Mash is then questioned about his aspirations to become the divine visionary. In response, Mash candidly expresses his desire to lead a peaceful life alongside his family. The leader appreciates his answer but asserts that Mash's understanding is still misguided, presenting his dogmatic view of what a divine visionary should be. Intrigued, Mash inquires about the leader's own goal in becoming a divine visionary, to which the leader reveals his intention to restore the world to its rightful state. He expounds on his belief that the current world is saturated with liberal ideals and emphasizes the inherent beastly nature of humans. Amidst the leader's verbose discourse, Mash deduces that the leader also seeks a trouble-free existence. However, the leader accuses Mash of mocking him, However, Mash firmly declines the offer. Mash skillfully disables the puppet, revealing its true identity as Silva. In response, Mash questions whether this was the leader's way of issuing a challenge to him and returning it to the leader. With a forceful motion, the jester puppet hurls Mash against a nearby wall, prompting Mash to realize that all of the leader's actions thus far were indeed part of a challenge. Despite unintentionally stepping on Silva's head, Mash carries him out of the room, expressing his intent to take Silva to the infirmary. Interpreting this act as Mash surrendering his coin, the leader assumes victory. However, Mash emphatically declares that his priority lies in Silva's well-being at the moment, emphasizing that regardless of their strength, he will not be defeated by them. With those words, Mash departs, leaving the leader behind. The leader, puzzled by Mash's peculiar behavior, suddenly realizes that from his jester puppet. In a female student's internal thoughts, it is revealed how Mash swiftly impressed by Silverino an obscene gesture, insisting that Lance should leave the room immediately. Adding response, Lance condemns Dot's uncouth behavior, branding it despicable and suggesting that people of his ilk should meet a similar fate. As tensions escalate, the room becomes a battleground, with the two adversaries preparing for a duel. Finn attempts to intervene and defuse the situation, but before he can make a difference, Mash dramatically bursts through the door. In a gesture of goodwill, Dot the normally anxious Finn pleasantly surprised. Seizing the moment, Mash interjects, declaring that it is simply another tranquil day in their lives. Lance then proposes the need to devise a strategy for obtaining coins, while Dot expresses his desire to find a girlfriend. Finn, caught off guard, is rendered speechless by the sudden turn of events. Just as the room reaches its peak in commotion, Lemon makes her entrance, taken aback by the unexpected abundance of male presence in the dormitory. Subsequently, Surprisingly, the Lang house dominates the scale with a staggering count of 15 gold coins, while both the Orca and Adler houses possess a mere one each. It becomes evident that the Lang house has been relentlessly acquiring gold coins from the other houses, driven by their exclusive mindset. In contrast, the Orca house prioritizes research over competition, making them an easy target for the ambitious Lang house. Lemon provides a comprehensive explanation, leaving Dot so overwhelmed that he experiences a nosebleed and a euphoric sensation. Meanwhile, Mash, Lance, and Dot are filled with determination to confront and when Headmaster Wahlberg reprimands Mash, assigning him the task of cleaning the owl huts for a week as a consequence of his previous school-related actions. Lance to assist with cleaning but also to offer protection against the Lang house's potential interference. As they engage in conversation, two members of the Magia Lupis head towards the owl hut, sparking a discussion between them. One of the individuals delivers a thought-provoking statement about time, causing annoyance in his companion. In the vicinity of the owl huts, Mash diligently carries out his sweeping duties while enduring the occasional pecks from the owls. Lance observes how the owls seem to have a particular disdain for Mash, although Mash remains oblivious to the reason behind their animosity. Suddenly, a powerful water spell is cast beneath Mash's feet, causing him to teeter on the brink of being submerged. Before Lance can react, a swift projectile slices across his right cheek. Two male students representing the Lang house confront Lance and Mash, identifying themselves as the 6th and 7th members of the Magia Lupus Fangs. The 6th Fang, known as Olor, challenges Lance and Mash for their gold coins, while Mash finds himself gradually sinking in the water, hindered by his inability to swim. Seemingly offering assistance to Mash in his perilous situation, Olor undergoes a transformation, assuming the form of a formidable sea shark. Lance's inner thoughts acknowledge the impact of the statement on his focus. Seizing the opportunity, the 7th hurls his massive weapon towards Lance, who skillfully evades it. Initially planning to use his magic to crush the weapon, Lance notices a pair of owls near the 7th's feet. Despite his inclination to disregard them, Lance recalls his sister Anna's reaction to such creatures. Exploiting this hesitation, the 7th summons another weapon that slices into Lance, drawing attention to his prestigious Crown family wand. Mocking satisfaction derived from overpowering the weak. According to the 7th, one's self-assessment relies on the judgment of others, with the weak serving as a means for the strong to validate their superiority. Lance remains silent, channeling his magical powers in response. The 7th member, unaware of Lance's strategy, believing that defeating Lance will prove his superiority once again. However, much to his astonishment, the 7th notices that the owls that were previously by his side have now gathered around an open feed bag. It becomes apparent that the feed bag was opened using one of the weapons that the 7th. But to his dismay, Lance's magic proves to be more powerful, crushing and obliterating both the weapon and weighing down the 7th himself. Closing in on 7th fights for validation of his superiority, whereas Lance fights for the sake of his beloved little sister. He emphasizes that the 7th never stood a chance against him since Lance's unwavering determination stems from protecting his sister. Shifting focus to the ongoing battle involving Mash, Lance, Olor, and the 7th, an unexpected turn of events unfolds. Olor is interrupted mid. In a surprising revelation, Mash, who previously claimed he couldn't swim, confidently swims past Olor, revealing that he has conquered his fear and thanking him for inadvertently aiding his progress. Olor's ability in this form, Olor is caught off guard as Mash delivers a powerful blow to his abdomen. So in the depths, Lance and Mash retrieve the coins belonging to the defeated Fangs, while the two prepare to engage, fully focused on collecting his fallen allies. Lance reflects on his earlier statement, retracting his notion that defeating them would be enjoyable. As Abyss walks through the forest, his mask cracks, and he notes that Mash is just like him. And this brings the part 7 to an end. Comment for part 8. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss out on another anime recaps videos. Until next time, take care.